Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 57 of Stronghold SHX, the road to $3.33 with myself, CryptoBanker SHX. I hope you're well. It is September the 22nd. It is a Monday. Before we dive in, just an important prerequisite, as always, that I am not a financial advisor, and nothing I ever say or do should be taken as financial advice. I do not endorse SHX at any price point. Now, we are ranked 345 out of all of crypto. We're currently seeing a little bit of a slight uptick on the daily of 1.68%, but we're trading just above 1.852 cent. We have a volume which has seen a spike of 42.28% compared to yesterday, sits at just under $1.7 million. Now, obviously, the market has seen the manipulation of market makers really take effect over the weekend. It was probably coming, and it is healthy in a way because it does wipe out the leverage. It allows the higher moves upwards, but at the same time, this entire market is just an absolute joke. And until it is regulated properly and made illegal, then it's just what we have to endure. But to be fair, all markets are manipulated, but crypto has taken it to the next level in 2025, especially with Binance. I believe that Binance are having their last hurrah, right? And just really rinsing it for all it's worth. They really don't care. But I wanted to remind people of this because someone pointed it out to me about false hope and things. And I've always been very clear in relation to any information that I share, the risks, the fact I'm not a financial advisor, especially on other opportunities outside of SHX. I'm very, very vocal that the risk is very high, that you have to do your own research and you have to really make your own decisions. Now, it is very important because, again, I recognize I am hosting a show in relation to a certain asset, in relation to reaching a certain asset price, right? But like I've always said, I'll be doing this until it happens. And whenever that happens, if it takes weeks, months, years, I'll still be here. But at the same time, we are entering a period in which potentially life-changing money is made. And I get that we're now entering the decade of DeFi, and lots of people say, they were saying you'll never have to sell back in 2020, back in 2021. And we still had, obviously, a crypto winter. I don't think that the cycles are going to be as they have been previously. But at the same time, what I don't want is people turning down life-changing money on the premise of anything that I've said in relation, especially to SHX, right? So this is just a reminder for everyone. Everyone's adults in this space. You can all make your own decisions. We're all responsible for our own decisions, obviously. And I'm not here to ever tell you what to do in any which way, shape, or form. I believe that everyone can just make their own decisions for themselves, right? They don't need someone jumping in, trying to be Batman. But at the same time, this is very important because I don't know what you have personally, but like I say, only you know your circumstances, and it's really about just making sure that you're doing the right things for you. Okay, now looking at SHX and looking at the wider market, I asked everyone on X today. Interesting to see where everyone's at on crypto as we approach the final quarter of 2025. Are you bullish AF or are you bearish AF? And it started off really, really bullish and it's kind of dropped a little bit. Now, this is interesting because I still see a lot of people who are bearish, but most have flipped bullish, and that's probably why we've seen that leverage been taken out in the last 24 hours, because too many people are bullish, and when too many people get bullish, they start to let the long leverage, and then the market makers have to sweep that, right? I mean, today was a complete and utter royal flush. It was beyond royal. But here, from Stronghold and XRP 2025, we have Tammy Camp, the CEO and co-founder of Stronghold, as a Fortune 40 under 40 honoree and fintech leader. She co-founded Stronghold to make financial services faster and more accessible. And here from Stronghold Japan, it's fantastic. They have 3 accounts now. They, again, are pushing that Tammy Camp is and Sean are at the exhibition in Korea and will be participating in a panel called The Future of Digital Treasury. Treasury being the optimum word there. Now, the treasury domain of digital assets is gaining importance in the Japanese market as well. Speaking at an international forum discussing its future marks a significant step in Stronghold's global expansion. I would agree. It gets to the point in which they can't hide it anymore, and that's what you're seeing. I mean, they're letting people know, and they're really letting people know. Here from Sean Bennett, the CTO and co-founder of Stronghold, an hour before the talks begin, and the place is already packed. I mean, this is really, really encouraging from my perspective, having been involved in SHX since 2021. The beginning of 2021, or been aware of it. Like, this is really, really bullish, because Stronghold haven't done anything like this prior to last year. I think they got the nod around the change in regards to regulations and became a little bit more involved, but also that was very much concentrated not on these exhibitions of crypto and XRP. It was very much on the nurture side of things. Now, if Stronghold are, which I believe they are, and they obviously are, the preferred partner in relation to the revolution of the ACH network in the US and also globally, then therefore they would need to push that agenda last year, regardless of regulations, because they probably already know where they're going, right? This is a chosen compliant crypto project. At some point, a lot of things are going to disappear probably, and this is going to shine through, as I've always said. Here from Sean saying that Tammy is manning the booth. Where is the marketing intern? I mean, this is good, man. Like, these Tammy and Sean have always been very, very hands-on, and as you know, leaders and founders of a technology business in the financial services industries, which is going to revolutionize finance, and already is and has been. They don't hide away, right? It's good that they're there, really getting involved in this. And I think they're probably enjoying it as well, right? Like, Sean here, day 2 in Korea, starting off and thanking the Crypto Bazaar 2025. Again, like I say, like, this is just all very, 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 very bullish, and the markets will behave in whatever way the market makers want them to. Don't for one second think that these asset prices and assets aren't manipulated. They're highly manipulated, even when regulation and law comes in. You know, it's finance we're talking about. All of it's controlled. But like I say, the important thing here, and especially with SHX, is they're doing the groundwork. They're really going out, boots on the ground, and telling people about Stronghold and SHX, which is something which they've always been scared of or always just shied away from. Now, you can speculate as to why those reasons are. I would say that they were waiting pre-regulations because of the existing business that they had and the regulation and partners and compliance that they have to meet. They don't want to, in any which way, shape, or form, affect that business purely on crypto pre-regulations and laws, right? But now, obviously, all of the US companies in the US, crypto-wise, have been given the green light. They were given the green light back in October, pretty much when Trump won in November. And from that, like I say, they're coming out all guns blazing. It's very, very encouraging that they've sent over $1 billion in assets to exchanges, while at the same time maintaining a high level of premium sponsorship at these industry-leading events. Like, that is really good. And that's it for episode 57. I'll be back tomorrow for 58. I hope wherever you are in the world, you have a fantastic rest of day. If you don't like memes, then please turn off and look away. But if you do like memes and you were paying attention last week, then I did share on, I think it was Friday or Saturday, Love Velo. And what has happened is it has become the top gainer, weekly gainer on the XRPL. The volume was beating USDC on XRPL. The only thing that was beating it on volume was actually Ripple's stablecoin. Now, people have been asking me, and they were asking me like, when is a good time to get in, because they might have missed this jump, and they were asking me around here. It has come down because of people taking profits. This thing blew up 56,000%. So as you can imagine, when it got to here, people did take profits. I didn't, because I think it's a runner. And so here, like I say, it's bounced, but it's gone. It's doubled pretty much in the from these kind of lows. You're looking at 30% or maybe 50% actually increase on the daily. But like I say, people have been asking me, it's now correct. I think it was around 18, 20, 25K or something market cap. Even with the drop, it's still at 81K. So like I say, it'll be interesting to see what happens over the coming days and weeks with this thing, because the interest is insane. Like, the volume on it was insane as well, and still is strong, like 38K on daily volume. So I'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep you guys updated as those who are interested, and always keep it at the end of the show as to not involve it with usual proceedings. But like I say, it's interesting, right? So 81. So I'll be keeping an eye on it. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll share anything that's that I see as bullish on it. They are launching NFTs today with DeFi, so that will be interesting to see how that pans out. I will be back tomorrow, like I say, for episode 58. Have a good one, and I will see you on the next one.